Alright, so here is yet another Waymo. It's still cool to me. I'm gonna put groceries in the back.
Hello, Ian.
Hey, Waymo. This is kind of tight at the wrist. I've never sat in the driver's seat, but that makes me feel like I'd have some kind of responsibility, and I don't want to have any responsibility. I just want to be cargo.
To begin your ride, press the start ride button in your app.
They will call you and tell you about yourself if you don't buckle up.
Heading to 6113 Palm CIR.
It's interesting to watch it navigate a parking lot. Because I don't recall having been in one while they did before. They're armored trucks, the GB. Is that because they got to handle a bunch of cash here? It said armored trucks, plural, but maybe it's one? Nope, that's two different companies of armored truck at the Riverside HEB. Now, I would hazard a guess that this HEB probably does more cash business, perhaps than any other one in Austin. A, because it's massive, and B, because it is very much, like, the demographics here tend toward those who are unbanked or who are more likely to rely on cash more generally. It's similar to the folks who live in my neighborhood. Plus,
Proceeding on South Pleasant Valley Road.
thanks, Waymo. Plus, Del Valley, which I think still has not yet gotten an HEB. Inflation crazy. It's gone from anything helps and spare change to help $5. Which, like, I feel like anchoring might make that work better. Sort of like when you go into a store and they kind of make sure that the cheapest thing is kind of expensive, and that way, like, unless you're really there to spend more money, you're gonna just leave. At least that's what I've heard about anchoring. Sort of like help, and don't bother opening your window if it's less than $5. I don't know, maybe it works. I've always felt like it was kind of tacky when retail stores do it. I'm not gonna punch down here. I'm just very curious. Oh, look, there's 3 more Waymos in a row. Or 2 more, at least. That one's going this way, this one's going that way, and this one's gonna go up here and make a left. The Riverside and Pleasant Valley intersection is always an interesting one because it just takes up such a massive amount of space. And the reason for that is love the fit. The reason for that is
Proceeding on
that
East Riverside
it was
Drive.
going to be a freeway. Like they reserved all the land necessary to put an elevated freeway here and have a frontage road here, and it was one of the several Austin roads that was going to be a freeway that did not become a freeway. Thank goodness that it's not. But also, like, Riverside should have gotten light rail or metro rail 20 years ago and still doesn't have it yet. It just got bus lanes like 5 or fewer years ago. And they're like the curbside bus lanes. What I'd like to see is get rid of the left turns and run transit on signal priority in the center, and then we're ready for light rail, but we've already realized most of the benefits of it, buses. But I'm not the one running the zoo here. Another Waymo. I don't know exactly how many they have out here. I believe this is Project Catalyst over here. This was a bunch of apartments that got frozen in 2021. The pipes burst and stuff, and they knew that they were going to be tearing them down, so they didn't actually repair them. But they were freestanding, though. Decrepit buildings were there until sometime like this year. They've been standing for like 4 years, unoccupied, attractive nuisance. Just about every window and stuff broken out of there, and real eyesore. And I don't know, there's some weirdness to Austin right now. I guess maybe it's the K-shaped recovery, but there's 2 different houses like on my another Waymo. There's like 2 houses on my block that are abandoned and have been for more than a year, maybe 3. And that's kind of nuts. While there's all these like new apartments going up, new condos going up, like in the same zip code. And I understand some of that is probably like community property law. It's that somebody dies in the house and they've got like their 4 kids and their ex-wives 3 kids and their second wives 4 kids, and died without a will, and now everything's, people are getting like 1/18 of a house, and so nobody wants to pay the property taxes. But it takes a while for the house to go and get foreclosed for taxes and auctioned off. And if anybody wants to interfere with that process, pay the taxes, or be in active litigation, it can just drag. And that may well be what's going on in my neighborhood. I know that, like, man, this would have been probably 2 or 3 years ago now. A lady was at the house and told me that she was like the rightful heir of it, and that she was trying to figure it out. And I was just like, oh yeah, this and that and the other thing. This is what you usually need to do. Is it going through probate? Like, what do you know? Give her my number, because like I haven't personally gotten somebody out of done a probate deal, but like both of my close business associates have done that, and like their house right across the street from me. Seems like a pretty convenient place to do it. And she never called me. I never heard from her again. I never saw her again. And I have not seen anybody going in or out of that house in such a long time. Yet another Waymo. Yeah. And like being in a Waymo, it does, I know that this is not correcting any of the issues of car dependence. Like, this is just, it can be autonomous, it can be electric. It's still a really inefficient way of moving a single person. And part of me is a little concerned that, like, I have taken Cap Metro a few times today. I took the bus from the ER because I wasn't in a hurry on the way back from the ER. But I Ubered there, And that was a real person Uber, because I think it seems like if the journey time's very different, they will not send a Waymo, because Waymos drive surface streets and don't use the freeway. And this was a destination like right on Ben White, and so because of that freeway driving, same happens whenever I get dropped off for the dance center. It's like I would be happy to have it take 30 minutes and always have an Uber, or always have a Waymo, because I prefer that to a human driver, partially because driving style is a lot more grandmother-esque, and also the cars are more consistent. Like, it's always going to be a nice new Jag EV. And like, there's no social element to it, because like, I don't feel like there's much of a social element to the bus. Like, I'm on my headphones, like, I scan my thing, I board, I might say thank you to the driver, might get a compliment on my outfit, but like, there's not this feeling of encroaching on somebody else's space that I'm also paying for.
Don't forget
that like always makes Ubers feel more awkward. Like, don't like it. And then, people have their different driving styles, and they're also very proud of however the hell they drive. Like, you can tell them, hey, I'm not really in a hurry, if you can take it slower and just try to make it a smooth ride for me, and they will act like that is a personal affront. It's just like, it's a preference. It's not, I'm not telling you how to drive when I'm not in your car. You can drive however you want on the way to come get me. Just like while I'm in the car, I want it to be like a granny, like a Waymo. Ease it in. Just it's not that big of a rush. So there's that benefit to the Waymo. There's my car. The car's all dead now. Hate that. But that's how life goes sometimes.
You're here. Please make sure it's clear before exiting.
Mm-hmm. I could absolutely have gotten more groceries this way, but I didn't really want to shop. Was at the HEB to pick up 2 prescriptions, one of which they didn't have, and the other one turned out to be a prescription for an over-the-counter med at...
We've arrived at your destination.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Please exit the car and contact rider support for assistance. After you exit, please close the right side rear door. Thanks.
Is there an end ride button?
You've arrived at your destination. Please exit the car or contact rider support for
exit the car.
assistance.
Okay, I think it's done. Okay, now it knows that I'm gone. All right, bye Waymo. Go help other people do their little errands.